Welcome back to Buzz on Business. We're so happy to have with us Bryan Lefelhoc from Spire Marketing. Bryan, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. So tell us about yourself and Spire Marketing.
So I am the director of sales with Spire. I live in Ashland. Ashland is the home of Spire Marketing, and Spire started 14 years ago in our president and owner's basement as a one-person business. And I was the fifth employee 11 years ago. We have since grown to 20 employees in 3 offices. We serve Ashland, Tiffin, and we serve Medina County out of our Medina office. We do digital marketing, website strategies, brand marketing, and implementation for small to medium-sized business owners who are trying to make a difference in their business. And that's who Spire is, and we're just thrilled to be in the Medina County region.
Very good. A long-standing business. So who's your customer base? Who do you serve?
You know, businesses that come to us are spending too much money on advertising. They're not getting the results that they're looking for. They don't have the proper teams to do the types of marketings that they're trying to do. And so their return on investment is low. And these businesses and business organizations are typically not extremely small, but small to medium-sized businesses. We don't like to go too large because we like to be local. We like to be across the table from you. But typically, the business we're serving is trying to hire a marketing director to take it to the next level. They just can't do it all themselves, or they already have a marketing director on staff, but that person needs a team because they're trying to accomplish greater results overall. And so we work with any industry, and if you're trying to accomplish things where you have a product or service and you want to reach someone who needs that product or service, that kind of is what everybody has in common. And that's the specialty where we kind of seem to shine.
Very good. So tell us about your competitive edge. What's your competitive edge at Spire Marketing?
You know, we serve folks from a local point of view, but we're not small. We have 20 employees, and they are all either marketers or programmers or content developers. We have a whole team of people to serve you. It's on site. It's not freelanced out or offshore or anything of that sort. We do everything, kind of in-house. And so we can become a team that your team can count on. I think another really important difference from Spire is, and if you've ever worked with other marketing companies, sometimes we focus on the good. So if you were a customer of Adia, I would say, look how your analytics are moving up on this page, and look how this page is connecting with this audience. And isn't that wonderful? And it is. But quite often there's another page that's not doing so well, or there's a little bit too much money being spent in pay-per-click that's not bringing result. And it should be. And we will say to you, look, here's where we need to focus. And I think, Radia, that's what you pay for. Like that, the easy stuff is easy. And so we don't sugarcoat things. And we would rather you didn't hire us again if the results aren't working than just to keep kind of fluffing up the situation. And so I think it's a real difference. It's something we're proud of. And we talk a lot about is that we'll show you the things that aren't working, even more so than the things that are, and with a strategy to improve it from there. So it does set us apart.
Very good, very comprehensive. So, Bryan, I know that you all are planning for an upcoming 7 Mistakes seminar. Talk about that.
So Spire grew in our 14 years by teaching. And we have conducted countless seminars and webinars with businesses over time that come and they learn, and they leave our seminars with all the information they need to make an impact and a difference. And that's our goal. We want to teach these things. And we know there's no secrets here. Some folks will reach back out to us and say, we'd like to see more about whether you guys can do this for us or whatever it might be. But the goal is to teach. And so the 7 Mistakes seminar is about websites and marketing. And we've identified 7 things that most businesses kind of miss or need tweaked a little bit. And so we focus on those things. It's going to be August 17th, and it'll be in Brunswick. The location is to be determined, but it's full breakfast, 8:30 to 11. And if you come, you will learn, and you won't be sold. And it's a great way to learn Spire and to improve your business.
And so if I want to attend that seminar, how do I get that information?
Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you. Our website is spiread.com. So it's Spire, SPIREAD.com, and /events. and you'll find all the places that Spire will be.
Very good. And so, Bryan, as we wrap up, my eye keeps going to your sign in the back, A Dash of Grit podcast.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So Dash of Grit podcast, I started the podcast during quarantine when, as a salesperson, I couldn't go out and talk to people and engage with people and make connections. And I said, I need to do something. And so we created a podcast that speaks to business owners and business leaders and organizational leaders, but they're successful, but it talks about the hurdles and the pain that they had to go through and the times they had to show grit along the way to become successful. And the folks that I talk to are vulnerable. They talk about pain and hurt, but everybody's in that same boat, right? You and I, we're both trying to accomplish things, and we've both failed. Sure. And we've overcome. And so hearing other people's stories about the same thing is motivating, I think inspirational. And if you'd like to listen to Dash of Grit, it's at dashofgrit.com.
Well, Bryan, thank you so much for being with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm IC. For many former servicemen and women with post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury, the battle doesn't always end when they come home. American Humane rescues animals needing forever homes and trains them to become free, life-saving service dogs for veterans in need. If you're a veteran or know a veteran struggling, go to AmericanHumane.org to learn about their Pups for Patriots program. Let's give our veterans a fighting chance.